Well, it was a weekend of league and non-conference matchups for the WCHA and a showcase of some of the top-ranked teams in college hockey. A weekend filled with third-period domination, a series sweep, and a down-to-the-wire overtime. Week 3 was definitely not one to miss. Welcome back into Inside the WCHA. I'm your host, Rachel Herzog, and let's start with the dominating matchup between St. Cloud State and RIT. The Huskies made their way out to New York to take on the RIT Tigers. Hallie Theodosopoulos' pair of goals on Friday night led St. Cloud State to a 4-1 win over RIT. The Huskies didn't let up on Saturday as they shut out the Tigers with a 3-0 win, completing the sweep. Freshman forward Klara Himlerova notched her first career goal as a Husky and ready for more to come. The #1 ranked Wisconsin Badgers faced off against Ohio State. Abby Rock scored the first and eventual game-winning goal in Wisconsin's 3-0 victory over the Buckeyes on Friday night's game. Senior captain Mackenzie Steffen was a powerhouse for the Badgers in their 7-3 win on Saturday, posting 2 goals and 3 assists. Wisconsin headed home with a weekend sweep and remained undefeated on the season. Bemidji State got a taste of the East Coast as they took on Providence. It was a tough game on Friday night as Jacqueline Casa posted the lone goal for the Beavers as they fell to the Friars 5-1. Saturday's game was a tight matchup as Haley Mack tallied both goals for Bemidji State, but it wasn't going to be enough for the win as the game ended in a 2-2 overtime tie, completing the series. Minnesota State headed up north to Amsoil Arena for a series against Minnesota Duluth. Senior Emily Antony pushes the Mavericks ahead, but the Bulldogs' Gabby Hughes pushes the game into overtime by scoring in the third period. Sydney Brott's overtime goal assured a 3-2 overtime win for Minnesota Duluth on Friday night. Saturday night saw Duluth post 4 straight goals before the Mavericks could get on the board, ending the night with a 4-1 victory and a series sweep for the Bulldogs. The Minnesota Gophers faced off against Robert Morris, and a tight game on Friday night pushed into overtime. Taylor Wente was the Gopher hero as she scored to carry Minnesota to a 4-3 win. The Gophers showed off their offensive power on Saturday as Amy Potomac posted 2 early in the contest. A quartet of goals followed in the third period, securing a 6-2 victory over the Colonials, bringing that sweep back to Minnesota. Well, the weather is beginning to change outside, but all the excitement within the WCHA seems to stay the same, and I know I cannot wait for Week 4 to get started. Thank you for watching, and join us back next week for all the highlights from your favorite teams and players in the WCHA.